Okay, so before the video starts, I want to do a like goal of 10 likes because I actually have another video where I faced one of the most toxic Spider-Man mains that I've ever come across. Similar to this one, but this one he was more egotistical, if anything. I wouldn't say he was toxic, but he did start to get very annoyed at me. Oh, and another thing I want to add is this is not going to be my best gameplay. No means is my best gameplay. I know how bad it is, but there's a reason for that. I was testing out loads of new settings. Loads of people on TikTok and some YouTube shorts have been leaving suggestions on changing my settings, making them a little bit higher for map pools and stuff. So for the maybe 2 weeks I was testing out different people's settings. As you can see here, I would go back in and adjust some of the settings here, but I finally found settings that I'm really happy with. So if you want a new video of my settings, let me know. So the game starts off, nothing too interesting really here. I wasn't really going for a Ragebait or anything. I was just kind of playing with these new settings, testing everyone's settings out. Every recommendation that I did get on TikTok and on YouTube, I've tested out. Like I said, I finally found settings that I am actually happy with. But I tried going for a bread and butter on the invisible woman there. Don't end up hitting it because she jumped away. But like I said, I've just been testing out different settings, so this gameplay is not going to be amazing. I wasn't used to some of the settings. We take out BP after he was low, but yeah, nothing really too eventful here. I did notice there is a Spider-Man on their team. Like, for example, this here, I really should have been able to finish the Strange off. I was so mad that I didn't. If I was on my settings, it was possible that I got him before the healers healed him back up, but I was very much struggling trying to get used to other people's settings. But like I said, I've now found settings that I am happy with and I've been using ever since, and I don't think I will try again to change to people's. We take out invisible woman there. She was already low. I was very much struggling to hit different combos on some people. Again, take out BP, he was already low, not really doing all that much. I'm 3-0, which is not bad. And then I finally see the Spider-Man for the first time in the game. Try going for a bread and butter, but he pulls me in. I expected him to chase after me. I run off and get healed. He didn't follow after, but like I said, I'm not exactly going for a Ragebait here. I am just testing out these settings, trying to get used to other people's settings. So the game wasn't all that eventful, really. Like you see here, I try going for a bread and butter, but I end up messing it up just because I wasn't used to the sensitivity. I then try and sneak up on people. They get taken down by Phoenix's ult. Try going for BP, sorry he was low. He luckily got into the place, into Luna's ult, so he was able to heal up. And then I just kind of waited for her ult to end, solo ulted her. But like I said, this game wasn't really eventful. It was just the fact of how mad this kid got. And the stuff he was typing I just thought was pretty funny, because I'm not going for him. I'm not going out of my way to go for him. Like, I only have seen him once as of yet. But once he starts typing, every single time I did see him, I did go for him. So you'll see later on what he's typing and what he's saying. That's the reason I did start to go out of my way and go for him. And then finally here, I do end up hitting a nice little bread and butter combo on the Luna, fall back, and hit him with a couple of tracers. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing too much here. I'm just kind of holding the point, well, or trying to get on the point and hold it, and then, yeah, I was too focused on him this time, I won't lie.
Back in the swing of things. Gonna get sticky.
End up getting back in the action after that embarrassing fall off of the map. End up taking him out with, well, I tried going for a combo. I'm not too sure what combo, I can't really remember. I think I was going for just a bread and butter, but I ended up messing it up. But finished him off with just a tracer. And again, as you can see, I'm not hitting anything at all, really. He comes back and takes me out, fair enough. But As you can see, I am messing up pretty much all of my combos and just kind of relying on maybe a punch or a tracer at the end. But like I said, I'm not doing too bad. It's not like I'm negative. I'm not really doing much either. So like I was just, like I said, I was just trying to get used to the settings, and that was all I was really doing. But they end up getting the point to 99%, but we take it back, luckily. Here I go in behind trying to get the invis woman with Cap here. We end up taking her out pretty easy with the help of him. I can see him here just jumping around, and we both end up falling off the map. Again, like I said, I was very much struggling trying to use other people's settings.
I gotta do better this time.
So here we're about to close out the first point. BP and him both jump onto the point. He ends up ulting. I stopped his ult just to solo ult him back. I think this is what might have been the start of making him mad. I'm not gonna lie. I think that there was what made him type in the chat the second half. But the round ends up finishing, and we are 11-4, and he ends the first half 9-6. It's not bad. Like, it's both not bad. But then he comments Spider-Man keys, which, like I said, I wasn't specifically going for him. I mean, I came across him a few times in that match, the first round, but I wasn't specifically going for him. I typed back saying copium just because he was obviously not doing as good as I was. But yeah, I don't know how I was keying him. I was mainly going for the healers, if anything. If anyone should have a problem with me in this game, it should be the Luna and the Invisible Woman. But he then replies FYM, which means fuck you mean. And I was going to type something back. I don't know if I do. I can't remember. Oh, I did. I ended up saying he was going for me, because he was going for me. Every single time he saw me, he would go for me. Every single time I saw him, I'd go for him. So it was both equally going for each other as much. And then he puts nutter, which, alright, fair enough. I just thought it was funny. I didn't really understand how I was specifically targeting him. Like I said, I think the healers should have had an issue with me more than anyone else this game. Like right here, I see Invis getting beat up by Cap. I come and join him to help finish off. BP's low. Oh yeah, same with BP. BP should be annoyed at me as well here, because every single time I've seen him low, I've just gone and finished off the job. But we take out BP as well. Just kind of chilling, run around, see him, and this is where I'm like, right, you want to be targeted, I'll target you. Luckily, he was low enough just to be taken out by one tracer. And then I go over here. He retypes saying Spider-Man keys again. I don't actually remember the conversation. I can't remember what I'm doing. Oh, this is where I start getting toxic. This is where I start getting toxic. So I take out Squirrel Girl, but I replied to him saying, you bought your Lord. You may notice I have actually turned my Lord off. I turned it off purely just because I couldn't be asked to keep typing in chat saying, I've changed my settings. I apologize if I'm not doing good. The amount of times I'd come across people that would be like, no way you're Lord. So I just got to the point where I didn't bother. As you can see, I was very much struggling to finish off Cloak there. But I also took him out on the point. He replies in chat saying he didn't buy his Lord. I got Invis Woman. I wasn't going for her. I was actually going for Emma Frost. But yeah, nah. I'm doing a little bit of trolling in the chat just as much as he might. He could be trolling me. He could be trolling me. Who knows? We get Cloak taken out there with the help of Wanda. He then types in chat, I'm just getting no help and your whole team is just spam team. Like, I don't know what he means by my whole team's just spam team, because I mean, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what he means by that, because we got Cap. Cap's not really a spam Cap's not really a spam character, if you get what I'm trying to get at. He then goes for me here. He was on me on the point. We're both messing up, both doing bad here. I try to go for a bread and butter. If I hit that, he would have died. But if he also hit me with the overhead, I would have died. Then again, part 2 of the awful fight. I got a tracer on him and luckily finish him with the uppercut. But yeah, neither of us in that situation, neither of us looked good. So it is what it is. I get onto the point to just take it back whilst my team's all respawning. Strange, well, pretty much the whole team comes onto the point to try and get at me. Nearly get the bread and butter on Cloak, just get out quickly because I need a heal up. But their whole team was there, can't really do much. He's then gone for Phoenix, which fair enough. I guess Phoenix can be considered spam. She is, I guess, yeah, so. But I don't know what he means by my whole team was spam, because, I mean, my character wasn't. And we got Cap as well. Messed up the bread and butter, but we take out Cloak still. Doesn't really matter. We're now sat at 22 and 4. He's 11 in 10. So I don't know how exactly he's blaming his team in this situation. But again, part 3 of awful fighting. We finish him off with a tracer. So it's all good. My team's taking, trying to take the point back. Because we are at 99%. We're close to finishing off the game here. If we take it back, we got it. I go for a combo. Again, mess up the combo. Couldn't be asked. Hit my ult. Don't care if it's a solo ult at this point. Just want to get the game done. Like I said, these settings, they were good, but I just couldn't get into it. He then types bread and butter in the big 25. And I mean, I don't know what the complaint here was. Because as you can see, it still works very well. But we end the game 25 and 4. He ends the game 11 and 11. At this point, he is just yapping, trying to cope that he got diffed. And just to make it 10 times worse and to rub it in his face even more, we get the MVP. And yeah, I start getting toxic back at this point. I remember I said GG to everyone. I told him to hold the L. But I just thought, I'll talk my shit now. I might as well. Like, it would have been even worse if I was on my settings. You know what I mean? It would have been even worse if I was on my settings. But I think at this point he had already left. I'm not too sure. I don't think he replies, but I reply to their team saying GG back to them. But yeah, no. I just thought it was funny. But if you want part 2, where I go against an even more toxic Spider-Man main than this, then get me to 10 likes on this video. If you've made it all the way through, then oh yeah, I forgot I replied that there's a guide on my channel, you should watch it. I thought that was funny, to be fair. But anyway, if you wanna see the other video against the actual very much more toxic Spider-Man main than this, then get this to 10 likes. Thank you for watching all the way through if you have, and maybe even consider subscribing. I will see you in the next video.